Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon fans. Welcome to another PlaySkape Games video. And today we are extremely excited because we've got our PSA graded returns from January. So it's been obviously a few delays recently for PSA graded returns because of obviously COVID. The office in California got closed for a while, and yes, we just they needed a little bit of time to catch up. I think they had like roughly a million cards in backlog, so they were kind of like behind schedule. Well, I think behind schedule. They were very busy. They were just busy as they were anyway. But then, yes, obviously COVID didn't help. But now we've got our PSA graded returns back from January, and then hopefully February and March will be shortly afterwards. So once again, a big thanks to the lovely people at Ludkins Collectables. Link in the description if you would like to get your cards PSA graded with the UK's #1 middleman grading service. We've got loads of beautiful cards. I can't wait to show you guys these cards. They're absolutely amazing. Once again, we will be... I'll put them over here for now. We're going to be... most of these cards will also be... I'm going to move back a little bit more space. Most of these cards will be available for purchase on our eBay store. Link in the description. If you have any questions or you're interested in purchasing multiples, please feel free to email me as well on the email address in the description of the video. So we're going to have a quick look at some of these. It's going to be quite a lot of cards to get through, and we'll also potentially talk a little bit about the current state of the market as well. So obviously, as you know, people have been... it's beautiful. I'll show you. Look at this. You can recognise this one instantly. Iconic, shining Magikarp. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Fortunately, only a PSA 6, but like these kind of iconic cards, like the God tier rarity stuff, Shinings, Gold Stars, and stuff. I think they're worth getting graded, whatever the condition they are. People can see straight away what they are. They're recognisable, and they might not pay as much, obviously, as a PSA 9 or a 10. But I think like Magikarp, especially, like things and popular things, are going to be very, very, very like good investments for the future. Most of these cards will be for sale. Some of them I'm keeping in my personal collection. I collect Pikachus, I collect interesting things, my staff promos and stuff. Beautiful World Championship Festival promo. As you know, it's very easy to get PSA 10s from Japanese cards. The conditions at the moment, because of the new backs, it's very tough for them to get 9s. They have to really be put through their paces or get a crease. The only exception with that, though, guys, are these. Well, recently, one of the few exceptions are the Mewtwo Strikes Back promos from last year. So the movie got a reboot with claymation style. Unfortunately, these Mewtwo's were shipped in the same package as a arcade game chip, like a Japanese arcade chip. In fact, there's another more sort of loved one over here. But yeah, as you can see, that's got a 6 as well. It's quite hard to tell, but there will be a micro crease. So, oh yeah, okay. So you can see there was like a little micro indent right at the top there. I think I just rushed to send the shipment off, so I probably could have noticed that. But yeah, I'm sure just be extra careful when you're checking your Mewtwo's and your sort of Japanese promos that come from sealed packs, because there's always a chance that there might be some kind of issues with them. But most of the time, they will come out as a lovely PSA. Let's try and make this a bit more. So most of the time they will come out as a lovely PSA 10. Some nice old. I don't know. I think the packages are a bit random, in terms of the ordering of things. So you're going to see lots of random stuff. Nice, beautiful PSA 9 Sabrina's Japanese Holo. I had so many inquiries, and you can see the new back and the old back there, two quite different styles. The old backs are slightly more susceptible for getting damaged, but that's because the age of the cards. They're so much older. Yeah, PSA 9. Any of the Wizards of the Coast, say Wizards of the Coast, they didn't have them in Japan, but any of the early Japanese series Wizards of the I nearly said Wizards of the Coast again. The early Japanese cards, I think they're very good investments as well. Because people might be priced out of PSA 9 of this, they don't want to pay I don't know how much this 60, 70 quid maybe for more for this in English, so they might be more drawn to the Japanese version. And a lot of collectors love Japanese cards as well. I constantly got asked at the last Comic Con, the MCM Comic Con I was selling cards at last year, do you have any more Japanese cards? And unfortunately, we didn't really have much, so I tried to pick up a bit more here. These are also getting very popular. This artwork of Lily from the Dream League promotion last year. We never got this card in English, so I think these as a PSA 10 are still going for about $40 to $50, so worth grading those if you got some of those lying around. I'm just going to try because we've got the light reflecting quite strongly here. Let's see if we can. I'm not sure if there's too much we can do about that with our setup. Oh, we can just crash it, destroy everything. Silly me. I suppose we can just like lean them back slightly. Okay, it's fine. They're just in the background there, chilling. Another beautiful PSA 10 Japanese promo from the World Championship. So, got the 2017 one. I think there might even be a 2018 one in here, but beautiful artwork, unique artwork. Even though these aren't like the staff promos or like the finalist ones, I think like people will still appreciate the artwork, and collectors will still keep going for these because they don't really want to shell out for a staff one if they can afford, unless they're going for like master sets and stuff. Oh, I love these. This is one's going in my collection. I'm slowly accumulating like a collection of beautiful Pikachu cards, and this the Card Festa one, like the festival one, is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. You got Lunala in the back. Let's just bring that a bit closer. You got Lunala in the background there, and Solgaleo, nice little holofoil over it. Absolutely beautiful. That one's definitely going in my collection pile. We've got a nice Shibuya, the graffiti Pikachu. So there was lots of graffiti Pikachu plush. There was all sorts of cool stuff released, and this promo card's really nice. I prefer the full arts myself, but I might, depends. I think I've got a couple more of these to grade, so I might end up adding this to my collection as well. But nice, beautiful Japanese Shibuya Pikachu there. With the, you can see like the graffiti in the background there. Absolutely beautiful. A brace of ducks. So unfortunately, the Psyduck is probably the hardest one to get as a PSA 10 from the screen promos. I don't know why that is. I just like the quality, the centering. There's like slight edge wear on them. It's quite hard to tell, but yeah, the Psyduck, if you can get a PSA 10 of the Psyduck, highly recommend you keep hold of it because it's very hard to get a 10. The other ones from the screen promos from last year, from the 2018 promotion, are much harder to get in the PSA 10. So highly recommend you try and keep hold of those if you can. Right, package number 2. I love like the randomness of these cards that I'm getting at the moment. This is an absolutely huge submission we have here, guys. Absolutely huge. So many cool things. Nice Japanese Lugia. Once again, the English version of this card, just because of like the sort of the increase of demand and the lack of supply at the moment, absolutely blowing up. So I'm trying to build a small portfolio of like popular, like old school Japanese cards. So beautiful. I have no idea about the value of these, but I imagine like this should be still around like the $50-$60 mark, maybe slightly more. But considering that you have to spend like $150 to $200, I think, for a PSA 9 of this, even in unlimited. Again, don't quote me on that. I haven't checked all the prices of every single card yet. Once this video goes live, most of these cards will be available for sale on our eBay store. So please click the link in the description if you want to take a look at what they're going for at the moment. I will try and always have the prices be the lowest available, but I can't like account for like international shipping and stuff from the United States. Nice, beautiful English one to go with the Japanese one we got earlier. Where is it? There we go, with the Japanese one. Nice Sabrina's Alakazam there. Beautiful card. I'm kind of happy this got a 9. I thought it might get an 8, but I'm quite happy this got a 9. It's lovely condition. Yeah, Wizards of the Coast, English stuff, old stuff. Beautiful Misty's Gyarados. This is also a very popular card. It's this like one of the most sought after artworks, I think, for Gyarados collectors. Like amongst like the Gyarados cards, like Shining Gyarados is obviously quite, not Shining Gyarados, yeah, you know, Gyarados Gold Stars like amongst like one of the Misty's Gyarados is very popular, obviously. Beautiful card. Not much holo because the picture's so big, but that just makes it more appealing to Gyarados collectors. Really nice card there. Few more older cards. Look at that, it's classic base set Raikou, PSA 8. Even a PSA 7's nice on the old base set holos, just because of like how much demand there is for the moment. So nice, beautiful 8 there. I think there's some scratching on the holo. Potentially, you can't really see very well on the camera. Yeah, but nice 8 there. I'm not sure of the pricing on that one, but they will all be priced accordingly on my eBay store after this video is live. Nice first edition Machamp. So this came from the starter deck, so it's not as expensive as the clickbait videos and websites would like to have you believe, but I imagine it's still like around, I don't know, the £30 mark, maybe slightly less, maybe slightly more, I'm not sure. Nice, beautiful first edition. I think I got this from I got a few of these cards from a gaming store in Florida when I was at the regionals, and I was very happy to see this one get a 9. Beautiful. Even though Cedra's not the most popular Pokemon, any like first edition Wizards of the Coast holo that gets a 9 is a very nice collector's piece, and people will probably be paying quite a nice premium for that one. Fortunately, the Dark Alakazam, if this was a 9 as well, I would have been very happy, but a nice, beautiful first edition Dark Alakazam there. Quite a bit of edge wear. There must have been quite a lot of scratches on the holo. It's quite hard to tell because like these sleeves that they stored in to keep them safe, they sometimes reflect lights and stuff. But yeah, nice, beautiful Dark Alakazam holo there. Base set 2 Flareon, because like, unfortunately I thought this would get like an 8 or a 9, so there must have been like a micro crease somewhere that I completely missed. But I'm gonna give it a good look over at some point, but I imagine there is a very small indent or micro crease somewhere on this. Do you know what? I'm surprised that I missed that. There's quite a big obvious crease at the bottom right hand corner there, but I must have just been rushing to complete the submission at the time, so I'm sure that will still go for more than the cost of a ungraded Clefairy base set 2 at a Comic Con or something. Probably won't list like the PSA 6s on eBay, not straight away anyway. So we got a nice Kingdra to go with our Misty's Seadra that we... Was it a Seadra or a Kingdra? I think it was a Seadra, yeah. So we got a nice Kingdra to go with our Misty Seadra. Unfortunately, this one is only a PSA 8, but people, if they're priced out, the PSA 9s will still be drawn towards the PSA 8s, especially if they're going for a first edition collection. Nice, beautiful Kingdra there. Oh, look at this, guys. I love how random these piles are. So we got here a very beautiful Staff PSA 9 graded Champions Festival Worlds promo. And we'll try and get a closer look on the artwork there. So you can see there the Psyduck boat, very iconic artwork. I think this might have been California. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember the names of all the cities that I only remember the ones that I went to, but yes, beautiful artwork there. I imagine that this is still like around $150, potentially more, because like PSA 9, it's quite hard to get the 9s because of the way these promos are distributed. It's a bit of edgeware, but beautiful card there. I'm tempted to keep that in my collection. We'll have to see what it's going for, because there is a little Pikachu on the boat. So, oh guys, the Coupe de Gras, the signature piece of this, probably the signature piece of this one. Here it is, the Raikou, the Gold Star Raikou. It's a Gen Min PSA 10. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to take a photo of that just whilst I'm holding it. So, like, in the mood, in the action, like, beautiful PSA 10 Gem Mint Raikou. So, I bought this card, guys. I kid you not. I bought this card as a PSA 9. The case was had a crack in it. So, the seller sold it for slightly less than a PSA 9 would go for about 4 months ago whenever I purchased it. I was not expecting it to be regraded as a 10. I thought like it may even go down because I had to like get it out of the case and like, you know, manhandle it and stuff to get it regraded. So I'm so thrilled that this is a Gem Mint PSA 10 Raikou Gold Star. One of the more, it's probably not one of the most popular Gold Stars, but it's because it's a Gold Star, it still sells very well and it's a very popular card. I think this is around the $400 to $500 mark at the moment. I'd have to check, but yes, this will. I need capital to invest in more things. So this potentially will be going on my eBay store. The beautiful Misty's Gym, the Naked Misty, the band card. It's quite hard to get a PSA 10 of these just because of the age, but PSA 9s are quite easy if you can just find like one that are in most bulks and stuff, as long as they're not creased and stuff. So the reason this card was banned, obviously, because Misty is naked, and yes, for the English release, it was an image of her crying with a Squirtle. So this is I wouldn't call it god tier rarity like S and Pratt would say, but this is definitely a popular card, and people always try and add these to their collections. I think the PSA 9 is probably around $50, might be less. Beautiful Charizard holo. Everyone loves a bit of Charizard. So we're finally getting into some Zards here. There's got quite a few. I think we've got a big stack of Zards coming up actually. So Charizard vans, hold on to your seats. Nice PSA 8. I have no idea of the value on this one, but I like the artwork on this. It's a classic Ken Sugimori like Charizard artwork, and I love the moon in the background. Only a PSA 8, but still a lovely card. Right. Okay. So let's move these along a bit. So we're going to get one pile for Japanese, one pile for Japanese, one pile for Wizards of the Coast, Modern, and one pile for Charizard. So it makes it easier for me to categorize them later. Beautiful Charizard Evolution Reverse Holo. These are spiked up now. I think like PSA 9 is about $50 to $60. The price of Evolutions booster boxes have also gone up massively in the past few weeks. I think you're paying in the UK. You're paying about $140 to $150 for a booster box. Crazy. I love this one. So this is the Theme Deck exclusive Charizard Cracked Ice Holo. Not many people bothered grading the Theme Deck one initially, so now people know there's value in the Theme Deck like Holo because it's got the. We look closely. So you can see in the background there, the lovely cracked ice, like the stained glass look in the background there. Most of them are like PSA 9, but only probably I would say about a third of them get PSA 10. So lovely PSA 10 cracked ice Charizard. I think this is around like the $60 mark, maybe a bit more. I just thought I'd get a few of these graded because why not? Charizard's Charizard. People like tag teams, beautiful artwork. People don't like the tag team artwork, but it's a Mitsuhiro Rita. It's a classic Charizard sort of like style, and it's very unique sort of artwork. And I think like there's always value in grading these if you can get them at a good price, especially now that we've got the League Battle decks. So it depends on the conditions, obviously, but I imagine you can probably still get at least $40 for that, maybe slightly less. Beautiful Charizard Mega EX from Evolutions, as usual, is still very popular. It's last time I checked, it was around like $80, but it might keep going up. I believe this card might be the #1 card with the most PSA 10s in the pop report, just because of how many people started grading cards after Evolutions came out. I'll have to double check that. And we got a nice PSA 10 Gem Mint one to go with our Reverse Holo 9 that we had earlier. Beautiful card. Quite hard sometimes to get 10s of these because of like the large amount of surface area for the scratchings on the reverse holos. But yeah, lovely PSA 10. I think it's about $100, maybe slightly more. This is absolutely beautiful. I love the holo rare Charizard from Evolutions. Unfortunately, it's quite hard to tell on the camera, but there's always like a little print line. Like some like print line. It might be the sleeve. It's quite hard to tell on here, but these always have a lot of the times have these print lines on them. And that's why lovely Dirium's Pokemon, they sent in 80 of these, maybe more, like 90 of these to get PSA graded. Not a single one came back as a Gem Mint 10. So the PSA 9 in the future might be like almost the equivalent of the Gem Mint 10, a bit like the Typhlosion 17 first edition from Neo Genesis. Hold on to these 9s. Maybe don't rush to sell them. See how it goes. It's obviously it's a lovely card, and yeah, classic bit of base Charizard. I think this is the first 2 I've ever got. I don't remember having a card with good on it before. So as you can see, absolutely battered, but yes, people will still pay a premium for a graded base set Charizard, no matter what the condition is. Wow, guys, so many beautiful cards, and we still got another package to go. I think this one might contain slightly more modern things, because the modern pile, as you can see there, is a lot smaller than the other pile. We've only got the staff promos so far. Let's move these along a bit again. Okay. Oh, guys, look, it's our beautiful miscut Golisopod and Marshadow. Look at these. They're absolutely gorgeous. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these. I'm probably not going to list them straight away. I might keep these in my collection as well. I bought these like as a whim, and I just thought they're beautiful. Look how much offset, how like miscut they are. Energy's like cut straight in half. It's almost like at an angle, really. I'm not sure how they got PSA 8s, but because they're still like edgeware and stuff. But look at the backs as well. That's just beautiful. You can almost start to see the start of another card on the side there. Almost, absolutely beautiful. Love these. No, I might add these, keeping these in my collection for now. I'm not sure. I wouldn't even know how to start pricing these. I'd probably have to put some like really stupidly high price on them and just start accepting offers at some point. But yeah, beautiful. And they're probably from the same sheet as well, because I got them from the same seller. Fortunately, he didn't have any other ultra rares. There was no Charizard. This is from Burning Shadows. Imagine, guys, if this was the regular Charizard GX from Burning Shadows, that would have been amazing. Right, more modern cards. Beautiful Blastoise Rainbow Rare. Unbroken Bonds, a lot more, slightly off-centered at the back, but that hasn't seemed to have affected the graded that much. Nice Gem Mint 10 there. Still very popular because it's just Blastoise. The Blastoise Pit Blast is nice, but I think people just want just Blastoise or Pit Blast, probably not both. Lovely staff promo here to go with our Psyduck boat one at the back there. This one is the 2016 one. I believe this was San Francisco because you can see the tram in the back there. Absolutely cool, beautiful PSA 9 staff promo. What do we have here? And the regular attendee promo. So this came in a sealed pack with the other languages, and the staff promo was distributed separately. So I think a 9 for the English one is still very, very reasonable considering like the sealed pack that these cards come in. What do we have here? Beautiful, nice Tapu Fini from Hidden Fates. So the next couple of returns will have more Hidden Fates because I wanted to sort of get on the bandwagon before the prices went up too quickly. Nice gold Tapu Fini there because I think some people want to make like a master set of PSA 10s of Hidden Fates because of how easy they are to grade. So beautiful gold Tapu Fini. No idea on the value on that. Maybe around like the $50 mark. Beautiful Japanese Champions Festival to go with that English one that we had earlier. Where are the other ones? Let's see if I can find the other ones so I can like show them all off together. I think they're back here. Yeah, look at this, guys. Look. So we want 2016 first, then 2017, and then 2019. Look at that. We just need the 2018 now, and we've got the last 4 years sorted. That's really cool. Love those. Okay, guess what's going in my collection? This one, the beautiful full art Pikachu from Sword and Shield. This was the first ever Sword and Shield promo, and I think it was a Pokemon Center promo. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head, but I love this card. It will go so nicely along with like the other like full arts from like the start of the blocks and stuff. You can also get this card in English from there was a recent box that came out. I can't remember the exact name of it, but you can get this card in English now as well if you want. Beautiful, beautiful card. Into the collection it goes. We're going to finish off with that one, so we'll have a look at this. Lovely first edition Gyarados Dragonite fossil. I was hoping for a 9 on this one, but you can't complain too much on an 8. There's a lot of scratches like over there. Yeah, beautiful Dragonite from fossil. More OG beauty. And last but not least, guys, I love that you love this. I think I'm gonna have to keep this as my collection as well because gotta love the artwork on this Magikarp Wailord. Absolutely beautiful. I think this might stay in the collection for now. We'll have to see. I'm not usually a Magikarp fan, but I just love the artwork of like the Wailord shooting at Magikarp. These are still quite affordable as well. So if you guys like Magikarp, or you want to collect like beautiful cards in PSA 10, or like just want to start collecting beautiful PSA cards, highly recommend you pick up the alternate art tag teams that you want because these are very, very nice cards. And I think Team Up had good quality prints as well, hence why this is the PSA 10. Beautiful card, absolutely love it. So yeah, I'll keep that in the collection for now. But yeah, guys, that was the PSA returns from January 2020. As you can see, it's lots of lovely things here, but the highlight obviously has to be the Raikou that we turned from a 9 into a 10. So if you see a card, even if the case isn't cracked, if you see a card that looks like it's a Gem Mint 10, there's going to be an extra huge premium put on top of it. If it does make a 10, then it might even be worth getting cracked in the future. If you check the videos on my channel, there should be, I'll put in a link in the description if I can remember. There will be a video on how to crack your own PSA cases and get them regraded and stuff. So yes, and please also check out my eBay store, PlaySkape Games on eBay. Quite a lot of the cards in the background here will probably be listed on the eBay store when this video goes live. So check them out, support the channel, and yes. Remember also to hit that subscribe button, ding the bell, let us know. What did you think of these PSA graded returns? What was your favourite card? And yes, I will see you soon, Pokemon fans. Gotta catch them all. Thank you for watching this PlaySkape Games video. Remember, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away this beautiful Blastoise and Piplup GX Rainbow Rare card from Cosmic Eclipse. So, PSA 9 graded, very hard to find. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, support the channel, and one of you can be winning this card. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon, Pokemon fans. Gotta catch them all.